You ready?
What up, beautiful people? It's your girl Trish, and it's DTL Poetic Vibes Podcast. I'm your host for the night, and we got the whole team in the building. Y'all go around.
Hey, I'm Devon. What's going on?
Mo Flow's over here.
Yo, it's Jovan, aka the Poet Bull.
And it's Mello Jones, aka the new villain.
What?
What?
I'm entering my villain era. Nick told me I was a villain, so I'm embracing the role.
He told you he was a villain?
I ain't gonna hold you
Yeah.
out for some. I don't know if this makes any sense, but you definitely would be like a Marvel villain. I could see it.
Real.
Like
Real.
Mello would just pop out in like a leather trench coat or some shit. Just like
You know what's crazy? But like personality wise, I think Deadpool when I think of Mello.
I can see that.
That's interesting.
Hey, Deadpool coming out with a new movie, ain't it?
Yeah,
Wolverine.
That trailer was fire. That trailer was fire.
We should all go to the movies and go see it. Let's just go.
July 26th.
Let's just go.
Damn, July?
Yeah.
That'll be here fast.
Yeah, you know, movies got pushed back and shit since the strike. So
yep.
The thing is, we cannot forget.
They went on a new strike. They're going on another one.
God damn!
I just found out from somebody I noticed out in LA. Basically, what's happening is like it's kind of like the writer's strike, but this is for like all the staff members in the union. So like beauticians, all those people, and of course you can't function if you don't have the crew. So it's about to impact everybody.
Yeah,
damn.
So.
My brain just went into a whole deep dive on how the writer's strike reminds me of the poetry scene, but that's like crazy.
Do tell.
In what way?
I know. Give me some details.
We're like, all right, elaborate.
So it's like
he did a thinking face with it too.
Yeah.
So it's like the thing about the writer's strike, the writers feel as if they're being used by the streaming networks because the streaming networks make deals with the studios and they're not getting their cut for their movies being streamed, right? So it's like a lot of poets feel like the platforms are making money off of their voice using their poems on their platform and not really getting compensated as far as the monetization and the money that the page might make from posting the artist. But then it's like, without one, what's the other? You know what I mean? So it's like a platform wouldn't exist if it didn't have the poets. But on the other hand, poets would struggle to be heard without the platform. So it's like a one hand washes the other thing, but then the one hand will always feel like they don't need the other hand as much as they do. You know what I mean? Like when poets feel like they deserve things because they've performed, when they have actually volunteered. Once you volunteer, you're not eligible for compensation. So once you volunteer at like an open mic situation, you are now putting your product into the world. Once something goes up on YouTube, it is now belongs to the universe in perpetuity. So it's like it's tricky, but at the same time, everybody needs to just live in harmony and things would work for everybody.
Absolutely. I agree.
But then who does the copyrights? Who are they owned to?
They're technically wouldn't like it's a toss up because it's like it really wouldn't be any copyrights because the artists themselves are the creator of the art that's written and performed. But when the platforms or whatever social, whatever system is utilizing and putting it together, it's in a sense it would kind of be like a collab thing if you think about it. But even when we post our stuff, like I always make sure to put like this music or audio does not belong to us, but it's still content provided from us. So like it's a weird missing portion in that. It's like what do they call it? It's because I'll put, if you guys ever look at the YouTube descriptions, it'll put that it's recorded by DareToListen LLC, and it has the copyright signal and it's watermarked. But at the end, it does say the audio does not belong to us.
Right.
So it's like covering both sides
Mhm.
Gotcha.
in a sense.
Yeah.
And
And
that's
to
what
this day,
even
you
when you do
still
context, what'd you say?
like even to this day, you still got like different pages from different social media platforms that still repost the video regardless. Like what's that popular page on
Mm-hmm.
Instagram that posts like deep videos that's in all black, you know, with that red
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking
watermark.
about. I can't
Yeah.
remember, but yeah.
They post like at least 2 or 3 posts I've seen. They always like repost shit and add like deep piano music in the background. But there's several pages like that. That's why there's poets that's going viral not only on a specific, you know, poetry
Yeah,
platform, but
and then
also
it
someone's personal
also
page.
depends on how we have it set up. So for DTL, I disable all embedding. So that means like they can't copy the link and paste it on their own websites as an attached,
Okay.
you know, as in within HTML coding. And I don't allow them to what's the term that they use on YouTube? It's like stitch it. So they
Okay.
can't stitch and remix the audio or visual. That is the
Mhm.
only original copy. Because a lot of times, and I see, and it's kind of a toss up because, like you said, it does help the viral shit go happen, but it's just like
Mhm.
you're making it your own and it's not yours.
And it's hard for
And
the
you gotta
artists.
find it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because a
Yeah,
lot of times they
Tough.
won't
yeah,
tag you. Shit, it might be posts out here going viral, semi-viral, and you don't know because they're just taking a video and posting it, just saying, "Oh my God, this poem hit home." But goddamn, like I need some food in mine, so can you like tag a brother, like, you know what I'm saying,
right.
or at least tag the
Like
platform, preferably do
Mhm.
TikTok
both.
had a
You
lot
feel what
of
I'm saying?
issues
Exactly.
with content creators. Like TikTok had content creators getting upset because other content creators were utilizing their shit and not tagging them and giving them credit. And TikTok was a heavy argument during COVID
Yeah, that's where
of
I've seen
all
it
of that.
also.
Yeah.
But that's the thing that's been going on for like years. It's just more prominent in the social media age where everybody's becoming a so-called content creator or just posting content is becoming more of a thing nowadays. If you really think about it, content creating is becoming the new 9 to 5 in 2024. So you're going to have people just like, all right, how can I do this but easier and without the hassle? Oh shit,
Or
let
the
me
entrepreneurs,
steal it.
from it who are actually like doing this 24 hours a day, 7 days a
hmm
week, not
hmm
just 9 to 5.
Right.
Correct.
And that's it. You know, you're right, because this is actually more than a 9 to 5 being a content creator.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is a night and day thing. Said by yeah, you know, Trish.
Hello.
Mm.
Like
When I
it's a
say
lot.
it took me 2-3
Mm-hmm.
hours to roll out of bed by the time I
Mm.
finished all the messages I had in emails and shit I had to send out, including talking to y'all. And then
That's
by the
Yeah.
time I actually sat in front of my computer and send out contracts that was left over, and then I'm like, oh, I still gotta be mom, go run my errands, and then y'all see me come back in the house
Yep.
and I ain't even touched nothing yet. So it's balance. You trying to find balance. It's to the point where I wake up before my alarm go off now.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
just on some normal, like my body's like get up, and it sometimes be like 5-7 a.m. and I'd be
I
like,
get that.
hey, yo, like
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
like that
Exactly.
alarm stay close to 9. Like what you doing? I am not a morning person at
It
all, but
it works that go into this shit. Like
it
even
works
back then,
though.
remember when Vine was a thing? What we had, 6
Yes.
seconds
Mhm.
The
for a
6
video.
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6
You know how
seconds.
much work motherfuckers put in for a 6-second video?
There's a group
Yeah.
of people that when Vine was a big popular thing, and I follow like majority of them. Like y'all would see them on Instagram or whatever. The boy, there's a few comedian boys. There's the girl Candace,
Mm-hmm.
Leanne V, Benjamin. I can't remember his name. I forgot his name. Your model. All of them was together on Vine doing little skits, and they are up there in
Mhm.
money. Like
Yeah.
they up there.
A lot of them Vine stars is in movies now.
Yeah.
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 I think one of their
King
best
Bach.
friends just won a Grammy.
Who?
Mm.
One of their best friends just won a Grammy. What was their song? Put that on my own mama. That
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
Victoria
Okay.
Monet.
Yeah. Yeah.
oh,
She
She
part of
won
that
3
team.
Grammys.
Yeah.
3. Yeah,
And
that's a
she was
flex.
a writer. I saw the history of it. She was a writer for a
Yeah.
few artists for a while.
It
Was
gets
it
like
back in
that sometimes.
2009 or something like that?
Songwriter turned artist.
Yes.
Man,
You
Mhm.
I
got
read the joint
SZA,
that Lou put
Lizzo.
up about the Super Bowl artists not making any bread and whatnot. I
Who,
see.
Usher?
I
Mm.
read. Yeah, I read the
Yeah,
whole
they
thing.
don't
Like
make a
how
lot of
all the
money for
artists
that.
they don't make no
Mm-mm.
money at all for that. They
No,
don't.
like,
They end up spending. They make the money off of whatever social media publicity they get, basically.
and that is like the people that get performed at the Super Bowl. That's why they don't mind, I guess, doing it for that. Because like, yo, I know I'm gonna eat off of
That would
this.
make
Yeah.
sense.
Like, I know I'm gonna eat off of this. What you
I
need
think
to
they
pay me
said,
for?
I think it was Justin Timberlake or somebody. It was like after the Super Bowl appearance, their streaming numbers went up like 550%
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
overnight.
Cause you,
yeah.
cause you got to think about it. For example, Usher is mainly artist for black women, you know. So you
Mm-hmm.
have audience, the Super Bowl audience. You got goddamn, I don't know how many different cultures watching that joint. People that's probably never
Mm.
even heard.
Mhm.
What's a Usher? Like the people that guide
Mm-hmm.
you down the aisle at church? No, this is Usher. You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
yeah.
and I was watching TikToks of different people like reacting to Usher for the first time and just like, yo, like they never heard of this man. So people that it pokes people interest. So that makes sense. Like, all right,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get my streaming numbers up. You know what I'm saying? That's like you said,
I
relating
mean,
it
look
back
at
to
Rihanna.
poets.
Rihanna
Like,
got crazy sales on Fenty because of that.
Mm.
Like,
yeah, like come
it's
on.
really
Like,
like,
come
come
on.
on,
Yeah.
like her pushes and
And that
everything,
and
all
that
of
ties
that.
into like, I guess it was all Mello was talking about it and Lou was talking about it on social media as well. About, artists you know, always wanting to get paid. And that's the thing. And I get it as a fellow artist, as a creator, we all want to get paid. We all need some bread in our pockets for what we do and what we love. But at the end of the day, we gotta learn how to what's the word I'm
Make
looking for?
sacrifices.
We gotta make sacrifices, you know what I'm saying? It's a middle ground that you can
And
reach with certain gigs. Like one
it's
thing that
definitely not to cut you off, bro.
no,
It's
you good,
it's
you
it's
good.
definitely a toss up thing, and this is a conversation you and I have all the time. Like, you really start to feel, who's really in it for the bag and who in it for the craft. And here's
Mm,
the thing: a lot of people misunderstand. Sometimes I had this conversation with y'all when we talk our business moves and shit, and I'd be like, y'all thinking about the bag right now. Y'all need to look at the bigger bag. I'm not chasing pennies. I'm chasing the big bills. So if it takes a certain period of time for my growth to elevate to get there, then I have to make that sacrifice and invest in myself. And a lot of artists don't invest in themselves, especially in the poetry community. That's the number one thing that I've noticed. Like,
Mm-hmm.
coming from film, every man for themselves. That's the film area. Like, they gonna grind and hustle and volunteer for any type of indie shit they can before they start. All right, now I could put a dollar amount on my time. When it comes to the poetry community, when I came and stepped in, just being in for a short period of time, I noticed a lot of poets just want to get paid right now, right now, right now. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
ho, where's the growth in you? Because you may have only performed at like 2-3 joints, and you demanding money, and it's like, whoa, well, where did you build? Where did you build at all? Because it's a lot of y'all on this call that wasn't getting paid at all for a period of time coming in. And
But
I
what?
know for a fact, out of all of y'all on here, to a point where most of y'all don't even ask.
Yeah.
But if it's given, cool, because y'all still growing and y'all
Yeah.
know. But y'all up there now, so we ain't gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
I think that's
Y'all big
also
shot.
it's also like in acting, right? It's like how does an actor get his gigs? It's his name, but it's also resume. Like what have you done,
Resume.
right? In
Exactly.
poetry, resume gets overlooked a lot. Like you get attention because of your resume. Like, oh, okay, you did this, you did this, you did this. But
Right.
to get a
No,
feature,
it's
you
your
don't have to
catalog.
show up like, look, this is what I've done, right? So as artists, everybody feels like they're greater than they are. Like either you feel like you're not as good as you are, and that's how you know you're great, or you feel like you're one of the greatest, and that's how you know you're not. So
mm,
Yeah.
everybody shows up like, man, I did this, I did this. Like, I need money. Like you owe me. I've seen an
Yeah.
artist burn a nice bridge. Like I was on the bridge, so I was looking to see if the artist was going to jump on the bridge. They burnt the bridge because they wanted the money. Like, and it's like, yo, this opportunity here, don't even ask about the money yet. Get there, the money will come. But if you
Mhm.
come from the gate like money, 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 they're like, oh, you here just to, you know what I mean? You're not here
mm,
for this.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah. I
it's a
think
slippery slope.
it goes to what you're saying, and actually what all y'all saying. I think a lot of artists forget that you know there's more value there can be more value in what you're doing and the decisions that you make outside of monetary, outside of
Preach.
the actual money. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And I think a lot of artists don't understand it. Like a lot of especially poets, we feel like, oh, I got 3 dope ass poems, so since I got 3 dope ass poems, you got to pay for these. Like, nah, bro. We
Yeah.
all got dope poems. We all got dope
Mm-hmm.
poems. That ain't how it works. Like, what is your brand? Like, some of these artists don't even have a brand. Like, you don't have a
Yeah.
brand, but you trying to get paid. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't even have a
Yo,
Yeah.
website. You ain't got a website. You ain't got none of that. But you trying to get paid all this money,
but you know
and
what
you
it
don't even have a
is?
professional brand.